Welcome to this online session on how to make money in trading. Now, in this session, you're going to learn how to make money in trading in a matter of just 1, 2, 3 easy steps. And you will also learn how to, master futures and options trading in a matter of just 7 minutes. Now, these are the things that you're going to learn. But then before we start the session, I request all of you to make sure that you forget everything that you have learned about trading till late. Look at this session as a beginner. The more you look at this session as a beginner, the faster you'll achieve the end results. So when I'm talking about end result, there is only one end result that we are all working towards in this field of trading, and that is to make money, isn't it? But in order to make money, what are you supposed to do? In trading, what is that you're supposed to do? Well, there are only two things that you can do here, and that is buying and selling, isn't it? Other than this buying and selling, is there anything else that you can do here? No. But in spite of this, there are people who have been spending all their life, years together, doing research, analysis, trying to understand one little secret, and that is the right entry and right exit. That is when to buy and when to sell. Yes, of course, gentlemen, when it comes to trading, for you to be a successful trader, you must understand when to buy and when to sell, the right entry and the right exit. Right? But then today you don't have to waste your time doing research and analysis. You don't have to worry about the right entry and right exit, because dynamic superpower traders are introducing a revolutionary invention called the dynamic live. We call it the stock market intelligence, the Dowmantic method. Now, what is so very intelligent about this? The intelligence here is it automatically tells you the right entry and right exit. When to buy, when to sell, it will automatically identify and it will tell you. So you don't have to waste your time doing research and analysis. But then when it comes to the point of giving you the right entry and right exit, of course, you know that price always does not move in a similar way. There are varieties of, market conditions. Day in and day out, the market conditions keep changing. Now, in all these conditions, whatever be the condition, for you to get the right entry and right exit, there are some very unique intelligence at work in this dynamic live. Now, what are these intelligence? Let's have a look. Now, these are some of the major intelligence that are at work in this dynamic live. One is the wait and act intelligence. Now, whenever the price is about to move up, and if dynamic live feels that yes, this is a good point to buy, it will tell you. And if it feels that yes, the price is going to increase even further, then it will tell you buy long, act now. Buy signal has come, please take a long position, act now, buy it immediately. But then many times when the price is moving up, and if dynamic live intelligence feels that this looks like a trap, there is a manipulation here, it will tell you buy signal, wait and buy. It means buy signal has come, but then please wait, don't buy this. So today you have an intelligence in place which can tell you when to buy and when not to buy. Right? Gentlemen, right entry and right exit, when to buy, when to sell, it is very important. Of course, I understand. But at the same time, when not to trade is also equally important, isn't it? But today, that is automatically taken care by this intelligence here. Now, similarly, we have these zigzag caution intelligence. Now, whenever the price is moving up and down, when the price is moving up right on top, if a zigzag caution symbol appears, it means get ready, the price is about to reverse. So when we know that the price is about to reverse, when we know it right at the top, then what will happen is we will be able to book our profits on the buy positions right at the top. Similarly, when we have a short position, the price keeps coming down, and then at the bottom, if we come across a zigzag caution, then we know that the price is about to reverse, so we can exit our short position right at the bottom. Isn't it? Now, that is the benefit of having the zigzag caution intelligence. And then we have this sideways caution intelligence. Now, you know that the price always does not move in an uptrend or in a downtrend. It also has one very interesting situation. We call it as a sideways market, sideways movement. Now, many of you know it as the range bound market, isn't it? So what happens in this phase is that majority of traders incur a series of minus trade, especially in the sideways market. So the best way to deal with this is, the first thing you have to know that it is in sideways, right? But then today, dynamic live intelligence is the one and only platform in the entire world which can identify sideways movement. Yes, there are many others, many other experts who can identify, but then what is the point if you can identify after everything is over? After the sideways movement is over, now what is the point identifying it, isn't it? But dynamic live intelligence goes one step forward. It identifies sideways movement before it happens. It will tell you sideways nearing sign. It means sideways is nearing, be careful. Later it will tell you sideways start sign. So when it says sideways start sign, you know that sideways has started. Whatever trade that you take, you are supposed to exit it fast, especially when you're trading in options, or else the premiums will melt fast, right? Or the other best thing that you can do here is you can stop trading in this particular stock when it says sideways start sign and go trade some other stock which is not in sideways. So this is what one can do by having this intelligence of sideways. And then we have this dynamic system cautions and DMBOTS. Now the best part according to me is this, because whenever there is a major movement that is about to happen in the market, before the major movement, right at the top, it will identify and it will tell us, get ready, the price is about to reverse, big movements are about to come. Right now, of late, you must have all experienced this major downtrend that has happened the last one entire month, right? So this movement was identified right at the top before it happens by this dynamic system caution. But of course, it did not predict how big the movement will be, but it told us right at the top the price is about to reverse. That is all that we want, isn't it? Now the only thing that we have to learn apart from this is now when to buy and when to sell, when to enter, when to exit, right? Now that is a very easy job. But then first thing you have to know right at the top, similarly right at the bottom. Now of late you must have seen many pharmaceutical company stocks shooting up, right? In these situations, right at the bottom, this dynamic system caution symbols had already appeared when the prices were making a low, telling us that get ready, the price is about to reverse. So when we have this information in place, we will be able to capture the big movements like any other professional trader, like any other big institutes who are trading in the market, right? And we will also be able to make good profits, big profits. So these are all some of the major intelligence that are at work in this dynamic live. Today, let us look at this dynamic live intelligence itself to understand how it works and how we can benefit from it. Now here is the dynamic live intelligence. In this, it is, there is this action information wherein whenever there is a clear buying opportunity, it will be written there as buy long, act now. It means buy signal has come. Please take a long position, act now. Right? But then when the price is moving up, sometimes it will also tell you buy signal, wait and buy. I mean, buy signal has come, but please wait. Don't buy this. Okay, similarly, when the price is decreasing, it will tell you sell signal, wait and sell if it is not a good point to sell. Right? So these are the benefits of this intelligence here, and this below that we have this reason. In the reason, as of now, it is written there as buy signal, but then many times it will be written there as sideways nearing sign. So when it says sideways nearing sign, you know that the sideways is about to start. You can be careful, you can be ready, and once it confirms sideways start sign, when it is written there sideways start sign, you know that whatever trade that you are supposed to do, you are supposed to exit it fast. But the other thing that you can do is you can stop trading in this particular stock, go trade some other stock which is not in sideways, isn't it? So these are all the things here. But then there is this dynamic system cautions also. You can look at this right at the top. These dynamic system cautions have appeared. DMBOT is right at the bottom. Right on top we have this dynamic system cautions. Now before any major movement, this cautions will identify the price reversals. You can see from this top the price has reversed so big. Now this is not a small movement. We are literally talking about from 21,460. It has come down to how much is this? 17,180. 21,460 to 17,180. We are talking about literally more than 4,000 points movement that has happened, and it has been identified right at the bottom. And from there, from this bottom, the price has moved up another 3,000 points. Even that was identified right at the bottom. Now, this is the benefit of this dynamic live intelligence. But then the point here is now when to enter, when to exit. So today you don't have to, scratch your head to learn all these things, right? Waste your time and doing all those things. All that you are supposed to do here is simply follow what the Daumantic method tells you to do. And in this Daumantic method, there is this action information, wherein whenever there is a clear buying opportunity, it will be very clearly written as buy call option now. So when it says buy call option now, you are simply supposed to buy a call option. Similarly, when it feels that there is a clear selling opportunity, it will be written there as buy put option now. So gentlemen, this is the first time ever in this entire world when it comes to trading in options, dynamic live intelligence is the one and only platform which can automatically identify and tell you how to trade in options, when to trade in options, what to trade in options, everything it will automatically tell you. And once it tells you buy call option now or buy put option now, later it will only tell you, it will be written here, exit call option now or exit put option now. That is when you can go ahead and you can exit it. Right? But then whenever you're trading in options, there is one more important thing that you have to understand, and that is how to select the right strike price. Now, there's one big secret that not many people know about it. But today you don't have to worry, even the right strike price are automatically identified by this dynamic live here. So when it comes to call options, you are supposed to pick any one of these numbers in the pyramid pointing upward. Pick any one of the number. Similarly, if the action says put options, then come to this pyramid pointing downward, pick any one strike price, and you will be able to trade there. So these are all the intelligence that at work. So as I was telling you, the job here is to identify the right entry and right exit for you. But then just to give you a right entry, there are these multiple signals that are at work. Like we have the intraday 3-speed signal, intraday 3 long signal, intra-week long signal, zigzag breakouts and breakdown, and so on. Now you may be wondering why multiple signals are used. It is because the market always does not move in a single direction. There are varieties of situations that you will come across. In any given market condition, for you to get the right entry, right exit, so many signals are required. And at the same time, when it comes to exit, once again, intraday 3-speed signal, major zigzag, the long signal edge point, and so on. Right? So these are all the multiple signals that are at work. But then today you may be wondering, do I have to learn all these signals? There are so many signals and stuff. But then you don't have to do that. The job of the intelligence is only to identify the right entry and right exit. Your job is to simply follow this 1, 2, 3 easy steps. Just follow this 1, 2, 3 easy step. First step, add your favorite stock or index in dynamic live. Check what the Daumantic method is, action information is telling you, and whatever it is telling you, based on that, simply place orders and start trading, start making money. As easy as it gets, gentlemen. Today trading has become so very easy with the help of this dynamic live intelligence, and it is not only easy, effortlessly you will be also able to make money. So today let us see in dynamic live how this 1, 2, 3 easy steps work. Now what we can do is that you can suggest me any of your favorite stock that you want to check. Now we will go through that particular stock. We will see how this 1, 2, 3 easy step works. You can text your stock on the chat. Now in this dynamic live, there is this favorites. Now in this favorites, you are supposed to click on it. Once you click on it, it'll ask you which stock, which is your favorite stock. So go select your favorite stock. Let us select, let me select Bank Baroda. So once I have selected Bank of Baroda, my job is to look what the action information is telling me to do. Right? So when there's action information, as of now, it is telling me to hold the put option in Bank of Baroda. Somewhere at this point in time, it had told us to get in. Right? So we would have already got into a short position and we are still holding on to it. Sorry, not here. It is here somewhere when it has told us to buy a put option. Now, when it tells us to buy a put option, now it was on 13th April, 10 o'clock in the morning. We could have bought a put option when the price of Bank of Baroda was 49.10, or we could have also taken a short position in futures at 49.10. Now it is at 49.80 where it has closed yesterday, but we are still supposed to hold our short position. Okay, and we are still holding on to the short position. right? Bandhan Bank, I don't think it is there, Mr. Sushil. Bandhan Bank, I'm not sure whether we have Bandhan Bank. Oh, it is there. Let us check. See, even in the case of Bandhan Bank, it is telling us to hold put option, right? Somewhere at this point in time, it had told us to buy a put option. It was on 9th April at around 11 o'clock. We could have bought a put option when the price of Bandhan Bank was 185.50, or you could have taken a short at 185.50, and from there it has made a low of 173.50, and now from there it has moved up and now it is at 193. But still it is telling us to hold put option. Relax, just hold your short positions. Okay, so this is what is happening in Bandhan Bank. Similarly, any other stock that you want to check, favorites, first step, go select your favorite stock. Let us select, let me select Tata Steel. Even in the case of Tata Steel, now in the case of Tata Steel, you can see here it is telling us hold a call option, right? So we would have already bought a call option and we are still holding on to it. But remember, now some of you watching this session, you may be thinking, boss, I don't know what is futures, what is options, but you don't have to worry. As I told you in the beginning of the session, you're going to master futures and options in a matter of just 7 minutes today, right? Now, how to master it? It's a very easy job. Now, here you have to look at this action information. Now, for Tata Steel, it is telling us hold call option, isn't it? Right? But then many times it will be written there as buy call option now. When it is written there as buy call option now, your job is to simply read it. Read it loud. Right? But when you're reading it, just make sure you know which stock you're trading. So this is a Tata Steel. So you can read it as Tata Steel buy call option now. Okay, Tata Steel buy call option now. And when you know that when you're trading in options, you know that you're supposed to select one strike price, right? Strike price. So when it says call option, as I showed you, pick any one number from this pyramid, right? So let us assume we picked the 280 strike price. So you have to read it as Tata Steel buy call option now, 280 strike price. Can you do this much? Will you be able to read this much? If you can read it, now what you can do is you can pick up your phone, make a call to your stockbroker right away. But please make a call. I'm serious. I'm not joking. Please make a call to your stockbroker right away. Right? If you have anyone good quality, you know, very good stockbroker who's close to you, who can pick your call, or even on a holiday, you can make a call to him. You ask him that if I tell you over the phone, Tata Steel buy call option now, 280 strike price, will I be able to trade in options? You ask him. When you ask him, you'll be surprised to see that he will say yes. You know why he will say yes? Because you have given him all the right information. You told him which stock. You said Tata Steel. You told him what to do. You told him buy call option now. Which strike price? You said 280 strike price. Everything you have already mentioned. Right? So that is all that you have to say, and then he will simply place the order. Now, for you to make a phone call and give this instruction over the phone, now how much time is it going to take? It is hardly going to take around 20 to 30 seconds, isn't it? Let's assume it takes 30 seconds. So in 30 seconds, you have conveyed a message and your call option is bought. It means you have started trading, isn't it? So once you have started trading, now once the call option is bought, wait until now later. Now it is telling us hold call option. Just hold on to your call option. At some point later, here it will be written as exit call option now. So when it says exit call option, once again pick up your phone, call your stockbroker, tell him exit call option now. Right? These things you are supposed to do in the real-time market. So when you say exit call option now, once again it is going to take another 30 seconds. He will exit. He will tell you what rate it has been exited. Isn't it easy? Right? This is all that you are supposed to do. And when today, if you have understood this much, it means that you already know how to trade in options. You can simply go ahead, start trading. But when you do it 7 times in a row, if you can do it 7 times in a row, after the 7th time, you will be called as a master in options trading. Now, who will call you as a master in options trading? The public will call you that you are a master in options trading. Your stockbroker will call you that you are a master in options trading. I will call you that you are a master in options trading. Now, why will we people call you as a master? It is because, especially your stockbroker, when you're trading there, a stockbroker always knows that whoever comes there to invest, now most of the traders, one or the other way, they will end up incurring a big minus on their capital and they will go. So people will come, people will go, it will keep happening. They know this. But then, once in a blue moon, they come across one person now who is continuously making profits. So when you do this 7 times in a row, at the end of 7th trade, when your account balance is in profit, then what will happen is the complete focus of your stockbroker will be on your account. Everyone in that company will be watching your account, how you are trading. One day they will come to you, they will ask you, please teach us how to trade in options. That day you will tell them, boss, I literally don't know what is options. Then there won't be anyone who's ready to believe you. They will say that you are joking. Right? But then they don't understand the truth. Isn't it? So, gentlemen, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have, how many books you have read, none of these matters. The one and only thing that matters here is, did you make money or not? If you have made money, you are a master. Right? Similarly, if you want to trade in futures, now once again, that is also easy. You look at this action information. If it is written here, buy call option now, your job is to simply call your stockbroker. You tell him, if it is written buy long act now, in this place it will be written as buy long act now. Buy call option now will be written here for options, right? So when it says buy long act now, pick up your phone, call your stockbroker, you tell him Tata Steel futures buy long act now. He will simply buy it. Later, when it says sell short act now, call your stockbroker, you tell him Tata Steel futures sell short act now. He will sell it. You do it 7 times in a row, you have mastered futures trading as well. Right? So, gentlemen, this is all that you are supposed to do. So, if you have understood this much, you have already mastered futures and options trading today. You are no more a beginner. You can get started, start trading, start making money in this. And today, as far as trading is concerned, you saw that it is a matter of just 1, 2, 3 easy steps that you have to follow. Right? Now, these were the stock that we were seeing. If you have any other stock of your choice, you can suggest me now. We can go through that. Let me check what's happening in Lupin. The last many sessions we have been checking all the pharmaceutical stock. We didn't check Lupin. Let us check what's happening in Lupin. Now this is a massive movement. Even in Lupin, it is telling us hold call option now. Right now, it had told us to buy somewhere at at this point in time. It was on 8th April at around 9:30 in the morning. We could have bought it at 731, and the price was at 731. From there, now it has moved up to 826. We could have bought it in options or we could have bought it in futures. So from 731 to 826, we are literally talking about close to 95 points gain. Now, one lot of Lupin, what is the lot size of Lupin? Can anyone tell me? Let me check what is the lot size of Lupin. Yes, in this Lupin lot size is Lupin's lot size is 700. 700 is the minimum quantity that you are supposed to trade in Lupin, right? So we are talking about literally 95 points gain, and then 700 is the lot size. We are talking about almost 66,000 rupees profit in this one single trade. And if you have traded in options, right on top here, you can see here, these are the dynamic system cautions wherein you are supposed to secure your profits, lock your profits. Now, how to do that? These are the things that you will learn in the training. Got it? So this is about Lupin. Now, one Mr. Sushil has written, I have a call option 21,000 Bank Nifty for 16th April. What to do? Now, let me tell you, Mr. Sushil, about Bank Nifty. Even I have a call option in Bank Nifty. but then I have 21,500 strike price call option in Bank Nifty. Now what happened here was somewhere at this point in time I had bought a call option in Bank Nifty. I showed my trade in the real time market on the day when it was bought. I bought a 19,700 strike price call option at 3:30. As the price moved up, the premium shot up to 750. So at that point I secured my profits. I locked my profits, and from there, after locking my profit, now I have 21,500 call option. So this call option that I have bought at around 155, the premium has already come down. But even anything happens here, I am not at risk at all because I have already secured my profit in this particular trade. But we are still holding on to the call option. We will wait now until the action information tells us to exit call option. When it tells us to exit, then we will think about an exit. Okay, so this is about trading in Bank Nifty now. Now that is what I was telling you today. From here on, you don't have to worry, because as far as trading is concerned, from here on there won't be any more confusions for you while taking an entry or an exit. When to enter, when to exit, no confusions anymore. When not to enter, when not to exit, even that is automated. You don't have to waste your time doing analysis, right? When you're trading in options, even the right strike price are automatically selected. The best part is the preparation. It will prepare you in advance. It will tell you, get ready to buy call option, get ready to buy put option. And then finally, when it tells you an action information, buy call option now or buy put option now, that is when you can go ahead and do the trade. And if you can do this much, your job is literally 100% effortless, gentlemen. And for you to start trading, there is no need of in-depth training. A simple basic training is more than enough. And today, any one of you can implement this. When I say anyone, even if you're a beginner, see, if you're a beginner, you may be wondering now, you are a beginner, you may have a fear. But let me tell you, being a beginner, you are the luckiest person. It's very good that you are a beginner. It's very good that you don't know anything, because whatever it is told, whatever it tells you, you are going to blindly follow, and that is what we want. Not only a beginner, even an experienced trader, working professional, retired person, housewife, students have joined us, right? So any one of you can join us and join this and start trading and start making money. When you implement this mechanically, then what will happen is even the end result is automated. Now, what is the end result that we are all working towards? We are all working towards one end result, and that is to make money. And today, money making has been automated, gentlemen. So this is the secret that you have here. This is the benefit of this dynamic live intelligence here, right? But then when I'm saying all these things, many of you may be thinking, now what is the fees? What is the cost of all these things? Now let me tell you, there is no fees that you can pay for this. There is no cost that you can bear on this. There is only one thing that you can do here, and that is to invest. Invest today to secure your financial future. Now this is what you can do, right? So today you have come here, you are attending this session, watching this session to decide whether you are ready to invest today to secure your financial future. And if you're there to do that, now let us see what is the investment that you are supposed to make. First thing, there is a 12 months plan originally designed, and the original price was 4,39,000 rupees plus GST, where you used to get dynamic live for one entire year, and you also get a 95,000 rupees worth the dynamic system free for lifetime. You get it free for lifetime. Now what is this dynamic system? Now dynamic system is another intelligence. It's one more tool which can identify the right entry, right exit for you. The best part is that it identifies the right entry, right exit for you one day in advance, right? So those people who don't have time to sit there and do trading, now what you can do is, if you can spend 10-15 minutes a day, you can follow this dynamic system and do some amazing positional trades or long-term or short-term investment. Okay, now these are all the benefits, but then you don't have to worry. You don't have to pay up such a huge price just because once this Daumantic method intelligence came into picture. Now there are some real special offers coming your way, but then as I told you, you're going to pay only a small fetch of the profit that you have earned already, right? So that is all that you're going to do as far as investing today. Now here are the special offers. First thing, presidential rights. You get the same 12 months plan. Instead of 4,39,000, you get it at 1,23,000. Where you get dynamic life for 1 year, you also get dynamic system free for lifetime. You're getting almost 71% off on this. And we have this privilege rights where you have 6 months plan also at 72,000. you get dynamic live for 6 months, you also get dynamic system free for 1 year. Okay, and then we have the 3 months plan at 42,000. You get dynamic live for 3 months, you also get dynamic system free for 3 months. And there have been many people who have been requesting for years together to give them some very affordable plan. All your prayers have been answered through this even special. For the first time ever, the company has come up with this 1 month plan where you get it at just 16,500, where you get dynamic live for 1 month, you also get dynamic system free for 1 month. So these are all the things that these are all the offers, these are all the plans which you can invest into, whichever suits for you, whichever you feel is comfortable for you, you can go for it. But then let me assure you, just by looking at it in a video like this, or just by watching it on a webinar like this, you will not be able to judge it completely, right? You will not be able to understand its benefit completely. Only when you touch it, when you feel it, when you run it in the real-time market, when you observe it in the real-time market, when you do some trades, when you see the profits, that is when you will understand the real benefits. That is when you will understand what you have been missing all these years when it comes to this field of trading, right? But today, to make sure every one of you reaps the benefit of this dynamic live intelligence, every trader reaps the benefit of this dynamic live intelligence, for the first time ever, the management has come up with an even bigger special offer for you. And what is that offer? Now you get this dynamic live intelligence at just 8,000 rupees. Just 8,000 rupees plus GST, wherein you get it only for the first month subscription. Only for the first month you get it at this price, so that you can get your hands on this. You can touch it, feel it, run it in the real-time market, trade it, make some money. And to gain back this 8,000 rupees, it is a matter of a trade or two that we are talking about. Make some money with the profits earned. Then you can think about the remaining 4 plans that we just saw from the second month. Okay, so this is the special offer. Now you can choose any one of it. Now if you want to go for the special offer, if you are ready to jump in and get into this revolution, get started, start trading and start making money, then what you can do here is you can go through this link which I'm texting now in the chat. Now this is the link you can go through to subscribe for the special offer, right? And once you subscribe the special offer, today itself you can attend a online workshop at 5 p.m, right? So that you can learn things in detail, learn it today itself and get started, start trading from the very next trading day and start making money. Remember, this special offer is valid only for a limited period of time. So those people who are interested, get started today itself. And once you have subscribed, the technical team will get in touch with you. They will send you a mail. They will take a remote access of your system. They will install this dynamic live, and then from there you can get started. So these are all the things about today's session. If anyone has any questions or doubts, you can ask me right now. Any doubts that you have related to the today's session, if you have, you can ask me now. All right, looks like there are no doubts. So gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Anyone interested, make sure you go through the link. The link is already texted in the chat. So until then, very good afternoon to all of you and wish you all a very happy trading. Thank you. Mr. Abdul has a question. Now, how can I start after I complete your workshop at 5 p.m.? Now, Mr. Abdul, now once you complete the workshop at 5 p.m., now in the meantime, the technical team will also go through the installation of this dynamic live, right? So once it is installed, now in the training, you will come to know how to use it, when to buy, when to sell using that. And if you have a trading and demat account with any of your stockbroker, make sure it is funded. And then from there, you can start following this dynamic live. Whenever it tells you to buy or whenever it tells you to sell, you can simply trade with your stockbroker and go ahead, trade, complete your trades, and you can start making money, right? But in the training, you will also learn now what are the points that you have to keep in mind while you're trading, right? So these are all the things you will learn it in detail. And then when you follow this for one entire month, what kind of returns can be achieved? Now all these things will also be discussed in the training. Any pop to buy and okay, no, there is no pop-up, Mr. Sushil. You have to watch it once every 30 minutes at least. You have to come check the action information once every 30 minutes. So whenever it tells you to buy a call option or buy a put option, that is when you're going to do it. And similarly, whenever it tells you to exit call option or exit put option, that is when you're going to exit it. So you don't have to sit there from morning 9:15 to 3:30. Just check it once every 30 minutes. That is more than enough. You wanted to buy at around 8,000. Well, Dynamic Live gave buy somewhere before that also, but then it also made you to exit. Then it makes you trade in both the direction of the market, Mr. Sushil. That is a benefit. Mr. Ramesh has a question: how often we have to look at the action information? Now you have to look at once every 30 minutes. So let me be very specific. Market opens at 9:15. You watch it at 9:15. Then you check it at 9:30. Then 9:55 to 10 o'clock, just watch it for 5 minutes. Then check it once again at 10:30, 10:55 to 11, 11:30, 11:55 to 12, 12:30. So once every 30 minutes, if you can check this is more than enough, Mr. Ramesh. No, you will definitely not miss the exact time of action, just because you will have a notification here wherein this Dynamic Live will prepare you in advance. Let me show you this. In Dynamic Live, let me check some other stock like Tata Motors. Now here you can see here in the just below the action there is something called as a preparation. Now in the preparation it will be written here as get ready to buy call option or get ready to buy put option, and it will tell you at least 15 to 30 minutes in advance, so that you know what trade you are going to do next, right? So you can be prepared. Only once it confirms in the action information, that is when you can go ahead and you can do the trade. Right? Of course, if you don't look at every 30 minutes, then you may miss it out. That is there. Now, Mr. Abdul, now one cannot clearly give an answer to that question that you have asked, just because how long will that will we end up holding the trade, and how much profit the trade will fetch. Now, these things are not the things that anyone can predict here, right? But then one thing is for sure. Now, there is a very clear instruction now how to use it, right? And it is very easy. Anyone can understand it. Anyone will be able to use it. Now, if you can do that much, then what will happen is, now invariably when you implement it for 1 month, you end up with the default profits, right? Now what kind of profits, how much profits, now what else can be done in order to increase the profits? Now these are all the things that you get to learn in the training. So if there is a question in your mind saying that will we really make profits, yes or no, my answer is a big yes. You will definitely make profit as long as you simply blindly follow what has been told to you. But then if you use your own ideas and stuff, then things may go wrong. How many trades can you do in a month? Now even that cannot be defined, but then following this Dynamic Live Intelligence, now as it says, now you can expect somewhere between 10 to 20 trades in a month. There are times where it has given more than that also. Any other questions, gentlemen? I hope I have given a clear answer to all your questions. If it is still not clear, you can tell me. Any other questions or doubts? All right, looks like there are no questions. So, gentlemen, thank you all once again. So, wish you all a very good afternoon and a happy trading. So, anyone interested, you can go through the link that has been given there. All right. Is there any study on the success rate? Now, what is the study? Now, that is a study that I'm telling you, Mr. Ramesh. It is designed in a way that now it is this dynamic live intelligence is not designed just to give us an entry and exit. It is designed in a way that we always make profits. So when I'm talking about making profits, using this dynamic live, we are talking about earning regular income month after month. Now, how much income can be earned? Right? Now, what else can be done in order to increase the income month after month? Now, these are the things that will be discussed very clearly in the training, right? Which I cannot reveal as of now. But now, if there is someone who want to do positional trading, now along with this, you also get access to dynamic system free. Now, using this, one can do positional trading, wherein just by spending 10-15 minutes a day, you will be able to earn returns year after year. Now, what is the worst case minimum returns one can earn year after year? Even that will be conveyed very clearly. All that we want you people to do here is simply blindly follow this. As long as you do that, you will definitely succeed and make profits. There is no question about it. When you don't follow it, or when you use your own ideas or anyone else's ideas, that's where the problem starts. Clear, Mr. Ramesh? I hope I have given a clear answer to your question. All right, gentlemen. Thank you all. So see you on the other side at 5 p.m. in the online workshop. Till then, very good afternoon to all of you.